thanks for joining us. This is the Signature TV News Update. I am Ifunanya Ilodianya. And the headlines. Brigadier General Nwachukwu is the new Army spokesman. Independent National Electoral Commission announces dates for Ekiti and Osun governorship elections. And now the details. Brigadier General Nwachukwu on Wednesday took over as a new Director, Department of Army Public Relations. The new Army spokesman, who was a former Acting Director, Defense Information at the Defense Headquarters, took over from Brigadier General Mohammed Yerima, who was the Army spokesman for about 4 months. Signature TV correspondent Chibweze Obi brings us the reports.
The new Army spokesman said that present-day security challenges do not require only sword and guns to conquer, but rather a multiple-disciplinary approach which involves all stakeholders, including the media.
And very well established facts that the sword or gun cannot alone provide a panacea to the complex and multifaceted security challenges that characterize today's world. I must therefore make haste to say that the complex nature of these security challenges requires multidisciplinary approach and a conglomerate of stakeholders, of which the media is a very vital one.
He promised to project and attract public goodwill to help the military surmount the contemporary security challenges facing the country.
To project the activities of the Nigerian Army with the objective of galvanizing public goodwill and support for the Nigerian Army as it strives assiduously to surmount contemporary security challenges bedeviling our nation. I equally pledge to promote the core values of the Nigerian Army amongst officers and soldiers of the Directorate of Army Public Relations.
Brigadier General Mohammed Yerima, in his handover address, enumerated his achievements within the 4 months of his tenure as the Director of the Army Public Relations. He called on officers and men of the department to support the new director, who he said has the capacity to deliver in his new assignment.
We were able to record some modest achievements and positive changes that will help in repositioning the Directorate for efficiency and effectiveness. In the areas of capacity building, we are able to secure nomination for National Defense Course, Nigerian Institute of Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPS, and also both foreign and local courses, in addition to the training workshop organized by the Directorate of Army Public Relations. With the securing of additional office space for the Directorate. In the areas of media handling, we are able to employ a new strategic communication plan for the Nigerian Army. I wish to humbly request you all to extend the highest level of cooperation and support to the incoming Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Nwachukwu, and also has the capacity to sustain and build on the modest effort on the ground.
Those in attendance at the handover ceremony were senior officers from Army Headquarters and the Chief of Staff to the Director of Army Public Relations, Colonel N.I. Abdullahi. In Abuja, Chibweze Obi for Signature TV.
The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has announced dates for the governorship elections in Ekiti and Osun states. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu made these announcements on Wednesday at the meeting of the Commission in Abuja. According to Mahmood, the Commission has approved Ekiti State governorship elections to hold on Saturday, June 18, 2022, while the Osun State governorship elections will hold 1 month after, on Saturday, July 16, 2022. To enable early and effective preparations for the election, Professor Yakub added that the Commission was preparing to conduct the remaining off-season end-of-tenure elections ahead of 2023 general elections. He informed the meeting that the detailed timetable and schedule of activities for the two governorship elections have been uploaded on the website and the social media platforms of the election umpire. The INEC boss therefore appealed to political parties and aspirants to ensure rancor-free primaries and conduct a peaceful electioneering campaign. He also said the Commission has relocated many polling units from inappropriate places to public buildings accessible to voters, polling agents, observers, and the media during the elections. The World Health Organization has issued a statement warning that illicit electronic device disposal endangers the health of mothers, children, and unborn babies in a recent report titled Children and Digital Dump Sites. The organization observed that the disposal of electric equipment, or e-waste, has become the world's fastest increasing residential trash category. According to the global e-waste statistics, 53.5 million tons of e-waste were produced globally in 2019, while only 17.4% being collected and recycled properly, while some e-waste winds up to landfills, and reports finds that large quantities of illegal trafficked to low or middle income nations where children and teenagers pick through, dismantle, or use acid baths to extract valuable metals and minerals from discarded items. Children are more susceptible to the toxic chemicals because they absorb more pollutants and relative to the size with not fully developed organs are less able than adults to eradicate harmful substances. According to the report, 12.9 million women who work in the informal trash sector risk exposing themselves and their unborn children to harmful residue. Similarly, the director of the Department of Environment, WHO, Mary Nera, said the exposure to electrical and electronic wastes and its many toxic components unquestionably impacts the rights of children and adolescents to grow and learn in a healthy environment. In business, the Federal Executive Council (FEC) has approved the resumption of Federal Capital Development Authority (FCDA) land swap plan. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Mohammed Bello, disclosed this to the newsmen at the end of the week's virtual council meeting, presided over by the President Muhammadu Buhari at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. The initiative, which was put at about 1 trillion under the previous dispensation, was designed to remedy the infrastructure deficit in the federal capital by swapping land with private investors who would, in turn, provide necessary infrastructure. The minister said Federal Executive Council approved the resumption following a memo he presented to the council. He said some amendments were made to the original form of the initiative by establishing a legal framework to protect all parties. On the foreign scene, European Union member states on Wednesday have agreed to lift coronavirus travel restrictions on travelers from 8 countries and territories, including the United States. European Union said the list of countries and regions exempted from the travel ban will be expanded to include Albania, North Macedonia, Serbia, Lebanon, the United States, Taiwan, Macau, and Hong Kong. European Union member states can still choose to require travelers from these areas to undergo COVID-19 testing and to observe periods in quarantine. But once the new list is approved, the recommended action is that they should be exempted from a blanket travel ban. Because of the pandemic, the EU closed its external borders in March 2020 for non-essential travels, and for the past year has drawn up a regular updated list of non-member states whose residents are allowed to travel to Europe, Japan, Australia, Israel, New Zealand, Rwanda, Singapore, South Korea, and Thailand were already on the approved list. Countries can be included if they have recorded fewer than 75 cases of COVID-19 per 1,000 inhabitants over the 14 days. In the United States, this rate is 73.9 according to figures from the European Center for Disease Control and Prevention, News that the United States is to be added to the approved list came one day after Brussels and Washington renewed friendlier ties at a summit between President Joe Biden and the EU chief. Now to the world of entertainment. Let's join Blessing Adejo.
It don't happen. It don't happen. My fellow, it don't happen.
Hello, wonderful people. It's always a pleasure to have you join me on Entertainment News. I am Blessing Adejo. The recently divorced actress Lillian Esoro was spotted at an exclusive restaurant where she shared a photo of herself on Instagram with the caption, "Candid moments are the best. The boo gets me always." Interestingly, Igalo also shared a photo from the same restaurant on his IG page, and he captioned it, "When God says it's your time, no one can stop it," with the hashtag birthday in a bit. Even though they shared the photos 2 days apart, it is believed that the actress and the footballer were at the restaurant together. Esoro, who has a son with ex-husband and business mogul Ubi Franklin and Igalo, who divorced his wife Adesuwa Sonia Igalo, first sparked rumors of their rumored relationship in 2020. Interestingly, Sonia took to her Instagram stories on Tuesday, June 5th, 2020, where she warned some mischief makers to stop tagging her to certain photos. Nollywood actor Kenneth Okonkwo had been decorated with an award as a Goodwill Ambassador by the National Council for Women's Societies, Nigeria. Okonkwo shared the news on his social media handle on June 13th, saying that the award is dedicated to all strong women. Eulogizing women, he wrote, "Women are the heartbeat of the society, the birth kings, and wear the crown of glory. No wonder they are recognized as the queen. Even in the game of chess, they are my heroes." The actor also dedicated the award to all his female followers on social media. Popular Afro-pop singer Yemi Alade has received the award of Best Female Artist in Africa from the United DJs in Africa. The self-proclaimed Mama Africa took to her Instagram page to share a video of herself brandishing the award plaque in her hands. The Voice Nigerian Season 3 coach expressed appreciation for the award in her caption. She also thanked everyone who played and shares her music. And that's it on Entertainment News. I remain your Uncle Blessing Adejo. Bye.
In sports, France midfielder Paul Pogba has played down Antonio Rodriguez's apartment attempted bite on his back during the World Champions Euro 2020 win over Germany. The Chelsea defender Rodriguez was seen putting his mouth on Pogba's shoulder just before halftime in France's 1-0 win over Germany in Munich on Tuesday. Immediately after the incident, Pogba cried out and complained to the Spanish referee Carlos del Cerro Grande, who did not punish the German with yellow or red card for such an incident. Pogba said, "I think Rodriguez nipped at me a little bit, but we've known each other for a long time. Tony and I are friends. It was nothing big. We hugged after the game and it's over." Pogba, the man of the match in the Munich, said, "I don't want him to be suspended because of that. It was better that Rodriguez skipped punishments." And to build up to the match, Champions League winner Rodriguez had said the Germans would need to be a little dirty against the French. Before we end the news, a recap of our major stories. Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu on Tuesday took over as a new Director, Department of Army Public Relations. Independent National Electoral Commission announces dates to conduct Ekiti and Osun governorship elections. Safety and security begins with you. Be patriotic. Report any suspicious activities to law enforcement agencies. Please stay safe. That's the Signature TV News on behalf of my producer, Nasiru Usman. I am Ifonanya Ilodianya. Thanks for watching.